What's going on, guys? Today I am coming to you with an Armada fleet using Ryan Kingston's Armada Fleet Builder, and one of the things I'm doing today is I'm trying to make a Task Force Antilles fleet. So we're going to be using hammerheads, and one of the reasons for this is that the Task Force Organa is so popular right now. I was thinking, well, let's try to take a look at actually trying to use Task Force Antilles. So when I looked at this, the first thing I thought was Riken. Riken is an obvious choice for using a bunch of stuff with Task Force Antilles. But the more I thought about it, the more I kind of changed what I was thinking. There's different ways that you can look at doing this. Riken is certainly an option, but I ended up going in a different direction. So to start things off, I'm going with two of these. Actually, I'm going to go with four of these. Now, we can change this around a little bit, but basically I'm going to run four Hammerhead Scout Corvettes, each with Task Force Antilles. And the idea is they're all going to kind of share the load a little bit. And there's a couple of ways we can outfit these guys. So this is a very flexible build. There's a couple of different ways we can do it. Now, one of the things is the idea is that damage is going to be spread around. So one of the other things that came to mind is this is a perfect opportunity to maximize the Pelta. So we can run Pelta here, and we can put our commanders on there. Now, obviously Riken is a good option, but I'm going to make this my command ship also, and Shields to Maximum is basically the idea. Shields to Maximum is a hard one to use because it's giving all of your ships one extra shield, and a lot of times people tend to focus on just one ship. So, but if you're spreading the damage around, now all of a sudden, you can maximize that and get, well, everybody shoots your first hammerhead, and you can put some on hammerhead number 2, and then the next time you put one on hammerhead number 3, then on hammerhead number 4, etc. So that's kind of the idea there. And this way you get like a much better effect out of Shields to Maximum. The other thing I was going to talk about is commanders. So Riken's obviously a good one, but Leia could really work here if you're doing engineering commands. If you're going to be, and I'm thinking like an idea for a fleet like this is they're actually going to be engineering a lot. Because anywhere that you shoot me, I'm going to just disperse the damage as best I can. So Leia seems like a really good option. But at the same time, so does Mon Mothma. Because while Leia's healing the damage, Mon Mothma is helping me to stop the damage altogether and helping me get more, basically making my evade also work at range 1 in case you get in close. So they could both work. Leia's going to be a little more expensive of an option, but let's go with Mon Mothma for this one right now. I will go ahead and add a GR75 with, we're going to add CommsNet. And the idea here is if we're not going to have Leia, well, now we can pass out some engineering tokens, so these guys can have some if they need to do that. Also, I can feed an engineering token to the Pelta on turn 1 and just make sure that whenever we need to do Shields to Maximum, he's got that engineering token ready to go. So that's the idea there. It kind of makes up for me not having Leia. We've got, and now we're getting into some of the flexible stuff. Another way to kind of spread damage out a little bit more is to have projection experts, and I was thinking with a CR90 with projection experts flying kind of slow and behind, and if we put Jaina's Light on that, it wouldn't matter if you're behind because you're not going to be obstructed. Makes a great objective ship. And especially if we have to do something like dangerous territory or any obstacle heavy mission, it's always nice to have a Jaina's Light there. So that gives us a lot of points. It gives us 344 points right now. So we don't have a whole lot of points left over for squadrons and upgrades. So we get into where we can be flexible. So one of the things we can do is I initially wanted to outfit at least 2 of these guys with spinal armament and gunnery teams. Right there, gunnery teams, and also disposable capacitors. So we can end up having some really great shots. When we're at long range, we're going to roll 4 dice easily, maybe 5 if we concentrate fire. might, and it's possible you might have a concentrate fire on that first turn, you know. And so that much is really nice, and we can definitely take advantage of that. But then I'm really not going to have the points to be able to do that to these other two guys too, because now I'm up to 382, and I barely have any points. It would also be nice if we could give this CR90 a turbo laser reroute circuit. That would definitely be a nice thing, since we're probably going to be engineering a lot. We definitely want to do that. So, and the idea is this guy passes 2 shields. He gets one of them back with shields to maximum. Each for free each turn. And so, that's kind of the angle we have going here. What one of the things I'm toying around with is we can drop this Pelta to the cheaper Pelta, because I don't think we're going to need to do that many squadron commands. So if we go ahead and drop down to a Pelta class assault ship, we'll put Mon Mothma back on there, and we'll give shields to maximum. Okay, and then we can also downgrade our other 2 hammerheads to our cheaper hammerhead. And of course, now I'm not going to have the same type of firepower, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it saves us a lot more points. So Task Force Antilles, Task Force Antilles. Now I'm down to 375. Now I have 2 heavily upgraded hammerheads that are going to be the ones that people are probably primarily shooting at. And now I've got points. So now with 375, we can fit a couple of Z95s. We can fit 3 of those, which isn't that great. Or we can go with rogues. If we don't think we're going to be able to do squadron commands, we could do something like Rogue Squadron and maybe a Lancer. No, I'm sorry, not a Lancer. Yes, a Lancer. So then we got 2 rogues. We would have to drop some stuff though. So I think the quickest way to drop some points might be a Spinal Armament. But now, a lot of times I like to do turbo laser reroutes, but we could do slaved turrets. Slave turrets is an option. And if I'm doing slave turrets, I'm going to drop gunnery team. So then I've got something like that. Now I'm at 394. We have a little bit of flexibility. You have an initiative bid, or if we want to put like Lando on the Pelta, we could do something like that. That puts us at 398. That's comfortable. So definitely some options, and I think we'll go with something like this. So this is I guess where I'm going to finalize the build here. So I've got 1 hammerhead that can do gunnery team, 2 big shots. I've got another hammerhead that can do disposable capacitors also, and slave turrets, so one big shot to 1 target, and I can still do a side shot. We can drop Lando if we want to maybe toss some external racks on these guys. I like that even better. That's it. There we go. Now we're at 400. We do have a lot of ships, so we can put in some objectives that are going to really work for us. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 activations here, which is really nice. Only 2 squadrons, but with 7 activations, I'm definitely thinking about going with opening salvo. That's going to be tremendous. And for yellows, there's a couple of options here. I'm kind of thinking that fire lanes could work for us because we're going to take it slow. All of our hammerheads are going to go really, really slow, and we put them all together. We kind of force you to come to us, so that's certainly an option. But then I don't know if it really takes a whole lot of advantage or not. Capture the VIP would work pretty well with Jaina's Light, but that's only 50. So I think firing lanes is a decent one there. Although if I'm going to do that, I might want to drop one of these. I might want to drop one of these for, let's say, a single. That's not a bad idea. A single VCX. Give me a little flexibility just in case. Same points, so yeah, that's definitely going to be strong. And then if I have somebody take a squadron token, maybe then we can move him from wherever we need to. So that'll be helpful. And then over here, we don't want somebody targeting our evades, so I'm thinking Solar Corona, because we have Mon Mothma, so the evades are going to be very, very powerful, and every ship is going to need to be able to use them. So Solar Corona definitely as our mission, or as our blue. So those are the objectives, guys. I think that is going to do it. Let me know what you think you would do differently in a build like this. I think this would be a fun one to really try to, to make Antilles work. Although I don't know if it's the best tournament style thing, because you're going to really need to kill somebody, and you don't have that many, you know, firepower based ships. But you do have a lot of ships, and sometimes death by 1,000 cuts is better than just death by one big samurai sword. So let me know what you think. I will put the build up here. And there we go. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe and click the little bell for alerts so you can get notified whenever I put something new out there. And if you wanted to join the notification squad, the coolest group on the internet, that's how you do it. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.